So graphics upgrade 4.0 has been tested versus PlayStation 5 Pro PSSR as well. Sony has confirmed they have a new studio and HouseMarque's next game. Those are the stories we're going to cover today, and if you could hit that like button on the video, thank you to those that do it, and as always, it's very much appreciated. First, yes or no, have you played Returnal or not? We're going to be talking about HouseMarque's next game in a sec, but before that, I want to know who's finished their last game, which many called their Game of the Year for 2021. So comment below, yes or no, if you've played Returnal or not. Let me know down in the comments below. Now diving into the first story of the video, HouseMarque's next game update. Reading from PlayStation Lifestyle, Bayonetta Origins' Sir Seiza and the Lost Demon director Abebe Tenari is moving from Japanese studio Platinum Games to HouseMarque. He will be the lead game designer at the Finnish studio, as spotted by eagle-eyed Reset-era users. Tenare updated their LinkedIn profile to include HouseMarque. Exactly what he will be working on is still unknown. However, a job posting last year for a senior game designer stated that the studio is working on a AAA action game featuring boss fights. So the thing that's interesting here is that the Bayonetta Origins game itself looks like some of HouseMarque's older games in terms of the camera angle, like Zombie Nation or Alien Nation, which I enjoyed both of those. We've heard that HouseMarque is working on a new AAA title, which is what the Bayonetta director is probably assisting with, but I wonder if he could get his own smaller project that is similar to HouseMarque's older work. That would be pretty cool. Maybe they could get that smaller project out first while we wait for their next big AAA title, which will be taking many of the things that HouseMarque has learned from Returnal and bringing it over to this new project according to the team themselves. But realistically, the Bayonetta director is probably working on this new AAA project in terms of gameplay aspects, as according to their LinkedIn, they've been hired as a lead game designer focused on bosses and enemies as well. So that's probably what they're working on for this new game, because the new game has been in the works probably since late 2021, early 2022. So it's been a few years that the game's been in the works. So he's obviously not making core gameplay design aspect work, but he's focused on maybe designing new bosses and new enemies or refining what they already have over there. And if you're enjoying the video so far, hit that subscribe button and join our growing community on our way to 150,000 subscribers. Now diving into the second story of the video, Sony has set up a new studio. Reading from Push Square, a job listing for a senior project producer confirmed an open secret that Sony has established at least one new AAA studio in LA. There are reportedly several groups that this could ultimately be, but the smart money seems to suggest that this is likely the team led by Jason Blundell of Call of Duty Zombies fame, who left Deviation Games in 2022. With raging wildfires in LA, the revelation is not exactly convenient, and we hope everyone involved stays safe. Still, the listing states that Sony PlayStation Studios is seeking an LA-based outstanding talent to join our passionate team and creative family in crafting the next high-profile AAA console title. What's incredible is that there is confusion as to which of Sony's seemingly secret teams this could refer to. In addition to Blundell Gang, a mysterious internal live support team was formed from Bungie. In addition, last we heard, Sony's secret San Diego team was still working on existing franchises and was even partnering with Naughty Dog. We need some studio names for these unsung heroes, and quickly. So, from my understanding, the Bungie project is what Jason Blundell is leading, and the San Diego team is probably the studio that's working on either the Uncharted 1 remake or Uncharted 5. Let's hope these studios make it to launching their games, and maybe before their launches, Sony actually officially gives each of them names and stacks them finally alongside their other studios. But you guys let me know if you're a fan of Call of Duty Zombies or not. Let me know down in the comments below. And now diving into the final story of the video, graphics upgrade 4.0 tested. So This might be the last video I do covering FSR unless FSR 3 gets a substantial upgrade or something interesting that affects PlayStation 5. FSR again is Fidelity FX Super Resolution or from the people over at AMD. I say this because for those who don't know, FSR 4, which is the latest iteration obviously, is machine learning based, meaning they have dedicated hardware on their GPUs that allows this thing to function, which obviously isn't a thing that they would have in the PlayStation 5 base console or the Xbox Series X that allows it to function with this thing. So for the current generation of consoles outside of the PS5 Pro, which has PSSR obviously, we are stuck with FSR 3.1 unless they do some type of substantial update for FSR 3.1 and make it FSR 3.2, for example, and that gets improvements there without some dedicated hardware. But to continue, recently Alex and Oliver from Digital Foundry got to check out FSR 4.0 at CES and noticed the big difference between FSR 3.1 and FSR 4 and just how much the image has improved over their previous tech. This includes less flicker with SSAO, better particle effects management, etc. A bunch of stuff in that area. But the part I wanted to focus on is the comparison with PSSR, which is Sony's machine learning based upscaling tech that they have in the PlayStation 5 Pro. Obviously, as we know, according to Digital Foundry, so far it looks like FSR 4.0 is seemingly better than PSSR. It doesn't have the fizzle. That's the main thing that they focused on for the PSSR comparison. It doesn't have the fizzle that PSSR has, which makes me wonder if this improvement is something we'll see in an upgraded version of PSSR that developers end up implementing, because PSSR isn't something static. This is something that's continually going to improve throughout the generation, and it's probably going to be a highlight of the PlayStation 6. Let's see how this goes with, while FSR might not be covered on the channel as much anymore unless the PlayStation 6 can use it as well, PSSR upgrades will be covered here, so subscribe if you want to follow information on that. But you guys let me know if you're following what's happening at CES 2025 or not. Let me know down in the comments below. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that like button, as it always helps. To subscribe if you're new. I got new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one. And welcome back to the after show. This is the part of the video where we have a little fun down in the comments below. If you're old, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. For today's thing, what I want you guys to do is to body, obliterate, destroy, and overall harass the comment section with "The weekend is here." I'm excited for the weekend, excited to take a break. Even though we just had the holidays, it just feels like my mind needs a bit more time to recover, even though we just had a work week this week, a full week, and we had work last week for some of us, including myself. It's just, I feel like I need a bit more time just to adjust myself. Honestly, January has to be my least favorite month of the year. It's just, there's nothing going on in January. It's just cold out here in Canada, and it's not the best month of the year. But the weekend is here. If you're excited for it, destroy the comment section with "The weekend is here," and I'll definitely heart those comments like I always do, because I appreciate everybody who stays to the end of my videos. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one.